SafeWater Network develops and implements sustainable market-based solutions that provide safe, reliable water to populations in need. It accelerates the development of practical, affordable models, proves their sustainability, disseminates best practices, and works with partners to take viable solutions to scale. Its safe water stations in Ghana and India provide the baseline knowledge needed to solve critical challenges to sustainability, including affordability, community adoption, local operating capacity, and health impacts. Through its commitment to ongoing optimization, these initiatives demonstrate local operating models to provide safe, affordable, and reliable water to households and communities. During the Safe Water, Save Lives discussion held at the Cosmos Club in Washington, D.C., the organization also provided information regarding its fundraising gala to be held on November 8th.
I've been interested in infectious disease, and water transmission of infectious disease is a major problem. I've worked on cholera my entire professional career, and so I understand that millions of people don't have access to safe water, and millions of people come down each year with cholera, and at least 1 million die. So children under the age of 5, until a few years ago, the #1 killer was diarrheal disease, water transmitted. Now it's the second because respiratory diseases has taken the ascendancy. But it's a major cause of death. So it seems to me safe water is a problem that we can tackle and have a huge effect, humanitarian effect. So that's what drives me.
We haven't been able to do it for 2 years now, and it's a terrific event where we bring together supporters, partners, other organizations that we collaborate with to focus on the world's water challenge.
When it's something that you have and you have access to every single day, it's hard to imagine not having it. And thinking about those that don't have access to safe water, I just can't even imagine. Like thinking about the things that I do day to day and how many things that I do that involve water. And if I didn't have access to that, how would I survive? How would I care for my family? How would I care for my children? So it's something that I think for me that it's making me put more emphasis and more thought on, because I've always been, I'm gonna say privileged, to have access to safe water, and starting to think about those that don't have access to it, it tugs at my heart.
SafeWater Network is one of the few organizations that I've seen in my experience that has taken the trouble to actually execute projects on the ground, work with communities in urban and rural areas in India and in Ghana, and demonstrate success. And in the process, they have achieved a very important capability, which is knowing what works on the ground and what does not. And I believe that the next step for SafeWater Network is to find ways to deploy this capability in many more areas, in many more countries, and at much bigger scale, because this crisis is not only in India and Ghana, it is global.
If we think about the water as a natural resource, I think over last post-industrialization, we have truly abused that natural resource beyond any imaginable way. The pollutions, the going away from the very traditional way of preserving the water resources, and it's been to the point now that we have very little resource left for drinking water and also of water as a commodity, for industrial purposes as well as sustain of the human life. So I think water is a global crisis as a resource, but India in particular, I think we are faced with the same challenge.
Water is part of everything. So it's not just about safe water drinking directly from the tap, but water is part of your coffee, it's part of your food, it's part of how you wash your vegetables, and there are many parts of the world that don't have access to safe water. So why we're doing the gala on November 8th, because we want to give funds raised, we want to raise for giving clean, safe water access to underserved communities in Ghana and India, with the intention to reach about 50 million more by 2026. And I know, personally speaking, it is not going to be possible to do such a big goal with just one person or one nonprofit. And that is exactly why we need you guys. And that is exactly why we need your support.
SafeWater Network's engagement platform brings together private and public sector experts to create active and ongoing collaborations to share field experience, apply technical expertise, and support scale initiatives. It draws upon the functional expertise of companies, agencies, and organizations in operations, finance, and public policy.